Hi ladies, it's Dr. Payne. This is Wellness Wednesday, and we are talking about survival strategies and self-sabotage. So, you guys I'm streaming from my kitchen because I have to get on dinner. That's what real moms do, right? We make it happen. We get our dinner on. We handle things for our business and our friends, and we survive, right? So, you guys, this is so important to me because I was actually speaking to Trishelle about it in a group that she has, and I told her that I get in my own way. And hi, Erlinda. And I don't know about you guys. I think a lot of us do that too, but I can do the exact opposite of what I should do because I feel that what I'm doing is what I need to do. I'm doing a survival thing. So I'm going to get right into the call, right in these strategies, these techniques, what we do and how we can and have, using my own personal example, and I hope you guys share, hi Rashad, how we self-sabotage ourselves. So let's keep it general. Let's keep it general. Comment, let me know. Hi, Lisa. Let me know if you guys have ever made good progress on your health and fitness, on a diet, and you kind of messed up, right? You're losing weight, you're exercising, you're making smoothies, you are jump rope, you're doing everything you're supposed to do, and then you kind of sabotage your efforts with donuts or pizza, or you had a bad day, candy. Let me know if you ever was on a fitness plan or a diet plan, hi Denise, and you kind of messed yourself up by doing exact opposite of what you know you should do. And I often have my fitness clients or even my patients will tell me, man, doc, I was doing so good. I was walking every day. I did exactly what you said, and then I got that news about mama, and that news about mama, we went out and I just lost myself in a couple of this, and I had some drinks, and yeah, that's me too. And Rashad, people say that, and it's just an isolated event, but unfortunately, at least it is in my case, it is a reoccurring theme in my life. So it's not just with health and fitness. It is not just with that diet plan. And if you think about it, and let's talk about our marriage, right? This is Wife Talk. We're all about promoting and making sure that we are our very best and helping uplifting wives all over the world, right? Let's talk about our marriage. We can say after that last big argument, okay, let's have some rules. We're never going to bring up families. Comment below if you ever said, we're not going to bring up each other's families, if that's one of your rules. But you say, we're not going to talk about money, which is impossible because married couples have to, or we're not going to interrupt each other, and we're not going to, and you have these rules because last time it was a big to-do, and so you made up your mind that that is not going to happen again. And so in order, you come up with these rules. But as you guys begin to live life, right, as we all get into our daily, and things happen, and that argument, a new one comes up, and you know the rules. The rules said, we're not going to bring up family. We're not going to talk. Okay, we're not going to interrupt each other. Hey, Blondine, how are you? You know, and you have these rules, and even though it's not like you forget. We know what we're doing. You know you were on that diet. You know you were supposed to drink water, not Pepsi. Even though, you guys, we'll talk about this later. I'm pretty sure Pepsi is addictive. I'm going to say it is. But you know the rules. You don't forget. You know the rules. We're not going to argue bad. We're not going to, and as soon as stress or that moment comes, you feel like you're under attack, especially in an argument, or in the case of eating, you're in a stressful situation or your feelings are hurt. You feel like you're under attack. So your survival strategy kicks in and it says, take care of yourself. You got it, girl. Get yourself, you got it. And so to take care of yourself, you will then, do what you haven't always done to survive. Yes, Pepsi and coffee, girl. Yes, me too. Me too, girl. You don't understand. If I didn't love sleep so much, I'd be doing coffee right now. But those survival strategies kick in, you guys, and you'll go right into it. You'll go right into the comfort food. You go right into that argue mode. You go right into those things. And the reason why is because willpower, and this is not mine, this is for someone else. I'm quoting Dr. Venus, but willpower is survival's. She said, we're Christian wives here, but it's the weakness. It's not going to work. Your willpower will get slapped around by your survival strategy. Your willpower is nothing. People tell me, Doc, I want to lose weight. Help me, help me. Sure, but I need willpower. Impossible. Because your survival strategy will take over and willpower will lose, okay? So you will have that stressful situation, those triggers that happen in life that make us want to eat, to make us drive that Pepsi. Girl, I had such a long day. Woo. I was so tired. I'm not a person who naps, but I had to take a nap. And even then, I didn't feel restored. And so what happens is, if you're used to giving up on yourself and saying, that's okay, you don't have to do it. And this happens a lot in groups and organizations. I'm not trying to tease anybody. But if you're used to giving up on yourself, when things get tough, and if you're used to quitting, you quit. Because that's your survival strategy. I'm under attack. They want something from me. Somebody's bothering me. You quit. Yeah. So those survival strategies will come in handy. So what she talked about, you guys, people who identify themselves. Let me know. Do you guys identify yourself as independent? I thought I was, but I'm not. But some people see themselves, I'm an independent person. If you were given a job interview, do you say, I'm independent, I'm a free thinker, I do these things, I work this way? Do you identify yourself as independent? And if you do, then your survival strategy is do it myself. Girl, no, I'm not going to ask, no help. A lot of us when we do our Wife Talk training, we do team up with each other because we want to work well together. And it's on purpose because you have to be able to be a group leader. You need to work well within a group. So we actually work with each other in order to get out and be a leader for Wife Talk for you guys, right? So people who are independent, they kind of hate this part because they're like, no, I'm independent. I do it myself. No, I'm independent. Let me just do my part. I don't want to get bothered with everybody else, right? And that is a survival strategy. And the reason why is because somebody didn't show up. Somebody taught you that you don't need nobody, or I'm not going to be here for you. And the end result is that you became independent. Someone told you, you by yourself, honey, you don't have anything. And so as a result, those people become independent. You grew up only child. Who knows, right? You are from a household where everybody took care of themselves, and that's just how it was. And you go into this mode, you get these survival strategies, you get the self-image, like we talked about a couple of weeks ago. You get it for how people see you and things that happen to you. Hey, Tracy. And so people who identify themselves as independent, they do that do-it-yourself attitude. Guess what happens to you? It's called burnout. And who amongst us haven't been burned out? I have. I burn myself out all the time. Luckily, not too much because I get restored by you guys, by people in this group, by the women in the director's side of Wife Talk, and as well as my fitness group. I get restored. But people who are that independent person, that do it themselves person, burnout is coming, baby. It's coming like the end of a book. It's coming like the commercials in between a program. It is unavoidable. You will get burned out. So that is not going to be the best way to handle things. That's not the best part that you want to do. And so you will have sabotage because after a while, with that I'm a do it, I'm a survivor, I'm a independent, you will sabotage everything that you're doing because then the phone's gonna ring. I had a great friend, smart guy, awesome guy, got his practice early, bought a nice house, handsome doctor, you single women, and he burned out. He burned out because he did everything himself. He went full throttle. He got everything. He wanted to make his first million. He wanted to do it all. And then he got to the point we couldn't find him. He wasn't answering the phones. He didn't show up to work. His staff is running the clinic all by themselves. He burned out. So that is not what we want. We want to be able to measure ourselves. Other things, you guys, what about nice people? We got a lot of nice people in this group. Denise is very nice. Tracy's very nice. Dina, you're very nice. We got a lot of nice people. Do you see your self-image as nice? Right? Yeah. And in fact, I think I'm nice. Some might not agree. But I think I'm nice. But do you see yourself as nice? Yeah, you for sure, Blondie. You for sure is very nice, right? But you know what happens with nice people? Never say no. Girl, can you please just do this one more thing? Okay. No, you're busy. Can you please just go here and pick up your aunt, baby cousin Tracy? You guys know that movie? No. What movie was that? All right. Can you please go pick up this person? Okay. Can you please? No. You have to say no. And people who never say no because they're the nice people. Yes, you are. Yes, Alicia, you nice people. Know what happens? Know what your result is? Doormat. That's the sabotage that comes in. You go from your self-image, I'm nice, to the result is I never say no, and to the sabotage that occurs is doormat. And when you're a doormat, you get overwhelmed and you feel used, you don't feel productive, you don't feel loved, you don't feel supported, you don't feel creative, you're not going to be able to feed your soul and feel good the next day. You will wake up with burden. You will wake up feeling like, I got a whole bunch to do today. Nothing to look forward to. And you don't even accept the praise you get because you feel like a doormat. You feel like, oh, they just saying that. They're going to ask me for something else. You know? That doesn't work. You have to say no. Alicia, right? You see that, guys? She learned to say no quickly because too much and you're not appreciated. Exactly. You don't even get anything from it. You don't even get the accolades because it's so much. It flattens you. All right, so you guys, one more, the go-getter. There's so many go-getters, right? Have you been told that you are a go-getter? You know, oh, I wake up in the morning. They read the schedule, you guys, of this morning on, I think it was Good Morning America or something like that. Mark Wahlberg or something posted at 4 a.m. he runs 6 miles, and at 5 a.m. he eats 2 eggs and toast. At 6 a.m. he prays and meditates, and then he plays a round of golf. And The Rock Dwayne Johnson posted his schedule. It's crazy. Gym time at 5 a.m. 2 hours on weights, an hour for prayer, and at least they put their prayer in. Whoop, whoop. But they posted that schedule and you're like, wow, they're real go-getters. I felt lazy. There's people like in my business who, and even in the self-help or in the fitness business who are, oh my gosh, they're killing the game. And me, I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, and if I'm lucky, I try to get to bed before 9:30. That's why the calls are so early. But which is not too early, right? I hope I'm not interrupting you guys' dinner. But the reason why, because I want to be a go-getter. I want to clock in early and do everything I got to do because I got plans for my family. I know you got plans for your family, right? They go to bed at 7:30. Yes, they do. They better. Those people. I'm telling you guys, look it up. I'm going to try to post their schedule. It's bananas, right? But those go-getters, never satisfied is the survival strategy. Don't be satisfied. Know why? Because somewhere somebody taught them that their best is not good enough, that it's never good enough, that you should expect disappointment, that you're going to always come up short. And so in return, their self-image is, I'm a go-getter, I'm not going to come up short. And I see, when we see those patients, we hear about them in medicine. Oh, he's so well accomplished. He was the Steve Jobs, you guys. He had everything, and just that cancer slowed him down. And you wonder, and I'm not saying that his turn it on attitude gave him cancer, but sometimes if you're under high stress and you got those high cortisol levels and you're always driving, then you could invite dis-ease into your body. And things that would not have turned on can get turned on. And so you see those go-getters, those never satisfied, they have a high turnover. When it comes to teams, those are the people who can't keep nobody on their team. They don't know how to deal with people. They don't know how to ask people stuff. Those go-getters at your job, nobody likes them. And it's not because they're just such hard workers, but they're not fun to be around. And people quit left and right. And if you need a team, I know a lot of parents out there, especially in our community, of my community of autism moms, they're by themselves. And sometimes that's not by choice. Sometimes because the nature of our kids' illness, people check out. They like, I can't take it. This kid just took off his clothes and we're in Applebee's, so I'm out, Or they're like, the screaming or whatever. And a lot of parents are by themselves, and it's not by choice. But some people drive people away. If someone's trying to help you with your kid, or help you, your husband's trying to help you at home, and you're snapping at him because he ain't doing it right. I'll do it. That, you guys, you're going to end up alone. Those things will make you alone. And when it comes to your health and fitness, I'm never satisfied. Those are the people who exercise bulimia, who go too far, the people who stay up and run all night, those crazy people you see at the gym 3 hours a day for no reason. It's not even their career. They're not training for nothing. They can't help it. They go overboard. And it's just as bad as burnout, but it's that high turnover. High turnover, also high cellular turnover. That could be why they have inflammation and disease. And it says to us like, oh, he's in perfect shape. He works out all the time. I don't know why he got so-and-so. That's what happens. In the medicine, we're like, probably that type. Turn on that cortisol, that super stress. And you guys, one more thing, dependable. If your self-image is dependable, you don't make waves. I'm not one to fuss. She mad, so I'm gonna let her have it. Everybody calls you when they need that one thing because you're so dependable. You're so dependable. You show up every day, first thing in the morning for the carpool. I applaud you guys because I'm always late. It's not easy. You're right, Blondie. It's not easy. But that dependable person who don't make waves, you think that's a pretty good survival strategy. Stay low. Be careful. Know what happens? Passed over. I had a late dinner with a beautiful wife in South Florida. Smart, accomplished, young, awesome. She keeps getting passed over for her job. Passed over. They say her person. She don't get nothing to say bad about her. But you just too nice. I don't know. I don't think you have what it takes when you have to be mean. Just because she's pleasant and nice and dependable. So they're passing her over on her career. You guys, and I'm not going to stereotype. This happened a lot to women. We keep our mouths shut. Our moms tell us, be careful, be quiet. They'll see. Sometimes they don't see. Your spouse even. I show up, I make his food, I always have breakfast ready, dinner's ready, the kids are taken care of. He's gonna see. Sometimes they don't see. And you get passed over. You get passed over, hopefully not with your spouse, but they might not acknowledge or notice how much you get done. Oh, see, Amina? It happens. And it's it's a good strategy to have. You would think, I'm dependable, but I don't make waves. And what people do, they forget all about you. They forget, and you end up not with what you want. You feel discomfort with a trainer even. Let's go back to health and fitness. You're dependable. You show up every day at 6 o'clock like he told you. You follow that meal plan every day like he told you. You didn't lose not one single pound, and he's sitting there charging you $1,500 for 8 sessions. But you don't want to make waves and say, you know what? Because it must be me. It can't be that he gave me a bad plan that he printed off the internet and he didn't take time to figure out what I really needed. And what do? You don't want to complain, and you don't want to make waves, and you get taken again, $1,200, $1,500. You get taken from the mechanic at your car. Your car's still going kick, 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 kick. But you don't want to complain. You don't want to make waves. So what happens? You got a bad car part. You guys, those things that we were taught as daughters, as wives, as good girls, this is what we need to do, is actually interfering with our full wellness, our happiness, and our well-being. because we do learn survival strategies, but learn if the survival strategy that is part of your self-image, that is what learn if it's working for you. Because even for me, it's not. I did everything they said that you should do. I promise you, I'm such a nerd. Go to school, hurry up, finish college, get married, have kids, go to graduate school, get your degree, do what you got to do, open up a business, be a good girl, you're going to get what you want. Not true. I mean, I ain't do too bad, but you don't always get what you want. There's balance. Thank you, Alicia. You know how much I love you. You need balance, and you have to eliminate some things, just like she said, you guys. There's some things that will work for you and some things that's not going to work for you. And if you're like me, you coming close to 45 and you still waiting on that horse to come in, or you still waiting on it all to work out, don't give up. Because every day we learn, every day that we're up, we're going to grow, we're going to get better. And we're learning now that even though some of these things are good, it's good to be independent and nice and a go-getter and dependable. But it's going to kick in, hi Stacy, it's going to kick in our survival strategy. It's going to tell us to never say no and to do it yourself, and nobody got it but you. And what's going to happen is that you will get burned out. You'll be the doormat. You'll have the team with the high turnover. You'll have people looking at you left and right wrong. You guys, the last one for real is the self-image of a hard worker. And it's great to be a hard worker. And I know a lot of you are. You guys, you know it's late and we up working. No, loving on each other. But it's good to be a hard worker. But the survival strategy is a workaholic. And that happens sometimes because you grew up in an environment where that's what everyone did. Or you grew up where nobody did, right? Sometimes it's the exact opposite. And and this is off topic, you guys know where the word workaholic came from. It came from a joke that Rodney Dangerfield did in the 1960s. He was the first one to ever use that phrase as a joke. And he said his dad, is a workaholic because every time he thought about work, he started drinking, right? So it's a horrible joke, but that's where that word came from. And then it became to mean that we like to work a lot, so much that we are obsessive with it. But some people who are workaholics become that way because they grew up in an environment where their parents either did not work at all or also worked a lot. And sometimes that also teaches you. So if you had a father who didn't work and it kept your family, or a mother or anybody who didn't work, and it kept your family at a loss, you in turn say, I'm going to work as much as possible. And you guys, and you would think that's not such a bad thing. At least you will survive, right? As far as survival strategies. But what it actually does is cause family/body stress. Workaholics sometimes have problems with their families, right? Sometimes their body, just like the same thing as the go-getter, their body gets that stress. There's, of course, I'm a chiropractor, but I work with a lot of therapists, and they all have bad backs. And you know who my best patients are, you guys? Surgeons. They're my best patients because they have terrible backs, leaning over, working on people, right? And they work long hours. You never know how a surgery is going to go, they tell me. The procedure could be roughly a 3-4 hour procedure, but there's complications. And there's no, I got to take a break. There's some parts of it you can't take a break on a body, so they're stooped over. Dentists, bad backs. Dental hygienists, bad backs and upper necks, working on people. And those are long hours. And so that body stress actually can weigh on you. The family stress. My friend, my pediatrician and my OBGYN, they have wonderful, smart, wonderful children. And you guys, Angela, you're 55. All right. But they have sweet, smart children, don't want to go into medicine. And the boys say, because my dad was never home, I never do that to my family. Can you imagine that? His father is an awesome guy, wonderful, but he wasn't home because he was delivering babies. And for the pediatrician, he's showing up in NICU, dealing with critical care issues for infants who might not make it. And in turn, their family's like, nah, my dad was never home. I never do that. Can you imagine? And there's families where people do, even though their parents are home, do decide to take over and become those workaholics. But there's some who are like, that's not for me because I felt alone. I felt abandoned. So that's how you get these images, these self-images that help you survive. but can sabotage you. Because who wants that? Who wants all that money, and who wants all the career accolades, and yet your family suffers? Who wants that, right? Oh, you're a nurse, Tracy? What a bad girl. Come see me. We're going to be with each other. But it's true. That's why you guys need to be nice to your healthcare providers. Like, you see a wonderful nurse like Tracy, she could be hurting, and she's there helping you. So if you find that they lose patience with somebody who really fine, and they wasting their time because they got people who are truly sick, who really need them, you know what I mean? Why that nurse could have a pinched nerve, and she got to deal with somebody who's not being very nice. So I think about that. Think about Tracy next time you hear people beating up on a nurse. You're a preschool teacher, see, and your knees hurt. Yes. And you working because it's what you've been taught to do. Go to school, help these kids. It's a great job. Yes, it is. But it also causes body stress. And your survival strategy is just to keep on working hard. They'll teach you that, and our parents did a great job. I'm not knocking them. They taught us to be careful, work hard, keep your job. That way you can have a place to live, and you can eat, and you can survive. But we also, what we need to learn, what I hope we get out of here, is that sometimes that survival strategy will, not sometimes, all the time, that survival strategy will kick in and will sabotage us on where we want to go. If you're a workaholic, that sabotage to your marriage is going to stress your family. It's going to stress your knees. You need balance, just like she said. If you're a go-getter, you're never satisfied, then you're going to stress your marriage. You're never satisfied. Oh, he took you to Hawaii. Yeah, but we didn't fly first class. What? Oh, you lost 10 pounds, girl. I need to lose 20. What are you doing? You're sabotaging yourself. You're speaking defeat. You can't be like that. Are you super nice? You never say no? And then you're the doormat. Everybody calling on you at church. Ask so-and-so, you know she ain't gonna say no. And then they act like they're not satisfied with you. What? Hey, Jude. You want to come on camera? You want to talk? You see, you're Tracy, you're not working right now. Oh, it's okay, Tracy. You always serving the Lord. Serving the Lord and putting that good word out there is our job all the time. When we're not at our office, or even when we're at the office. You know, it's funny because my patients always look at me weird when I start talking about God or spirituality. That just seems strange to them. And I guess a lot of people in healthcare don't. But I know most people have religion. And the group that's more famous for not having religion was usually surgeons and the neurologists. But even them, it's been a change because there's stuff they can't explain and stuff that they see go on that only God is the only answer. And so, yeah, it's funny because if I just go off and I start saying stuff to patients and I'll start talking about God, and then they're like, you know. So, June, do you want to talk about self-sabotage? You want to come on camera? She might be shy, even though I know she's not, because she's a leader. She's a leader in our wonderful organization that helps everybody be who they are. Thank you so much, Jude. It's very sweet. So you guys, what we want to know, willpower is survival's doormat. I'm not going to say what the author said, right? Survival will slap willpower all day. Don't ask me, Doc, how I get my willpower not to have donuts. That's not going to happen. Because if your survival strategy is when you're under stress or feel unloved or underappreciated or it's raining, you had a bad day, is to have donuts and a Hallmark channel, that's going to win. Okay? And the only thing that you can do different is to come up with a new survival strategy. And it's either going to be not to be comforted with food, but either to kickbox, right? I told a wife on the main page, you guys, I hope you guys know, we have the main page, Wife Talk Inc., where you can get fellowship with other wives and love and support. But some women also share stories, mostly positive ones, but sometimes there's some issue. And this poor wife, you guys, she had an issue going on, and she was feeling hurt in her marriage, and she had some pain. And to me, she had so much anger with what was going on, that I felt that she needed to get some of that stress out. So I gave her advice that she should take a kickboxing class, and I was serious. I want her to take a kickboxing class or do some spin or yoga, only because sometimes you got to get that out. And what normally will happen, people drink or people eat or people complain and cry to get hooked to the sad, right? So you don't, come on, June, are you going to come on the camera? But yeah, see, Alicia has a good survival strategy. She wants to dance and sing. That's what she does when she has to get the out, which is a better one. It's a better than the Hallmark Channel and donuts. It's better than bemoaning or cursing your spouse out. It's better than saying he ain't this and all that with your girlfriends. You got to recognize and change your survival strategy. Thank you, Amina. Bring it on home, girl. That's exactly right. You got to recognize it and you got to change it. All right, June, are you going to come on? Are you going to come on? You can always say no. You can decline. But I hope you come on.
Hello.
June!
Hello. How are you? I'm just getting in this evening. I've been in, then I went out, but I jumped on and I heard all about self-sabotage. And I was thinking, I came on and Dr. Payne Nestor's talking about me.
No.
Oh no, right? That was the old me, though. That was the old me. So I totally get that. When you said, someone says, "Oh, girl, it looks like you've lost weight," and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I've lost 10, like you said, I've lost 10 pounds, but I still have 50 more to go." Self-sabotage. Myself. I was doing it to me.
Yeah.
We are our worst we are our worst critics, right?
So
And we
true.
do it to ourselves more often than we know. I had to become intentional and aware about recognizing those situations. It became my norm in everything. Yes, yeah. Can you do that, June? Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Overloaded.
Yeah.
Yes. Overloaded. Overloaded. So really, hello everybody. Hello Diana. Hello Angela and Tracy. Taking a step back and becoming more aware, of self, and for me, what really helped, which what I absolutely love, is actually incorporating things such as fitness and things regarding my health. I wasn't always health conscious. I wasn't always fitness conscious. I like to work out, kind of, sort of, right?
That's
You know,
me.
that was me, but becoming more aware of, you know, knowing, what, I do want to lose those extra 20 pounds and I can lose those extra 20 pounds. And even in the midst of the workout, sabotaging myself because not even giving my all,
Yeah.
like no one's looking. I know it's 15 minutes. I'm just going to do 10 minutes. No one's looking.
Yeah.
But then having conversations and, well, yeah, I did lose 10 pounds, but I need to lose 20 more, right? So doing the work beforehand so that I don't have to sabotage myself is what I had to learn. And I've definitely noticed that a lot with my fitness and my wellness.
Yeah.
I have to do the work. I have to show up. And so I've been showing up. And so thus, limiting that self-sabotage.
I
So
love it.
thank you so much. Talk, wellness and fitness, because I am so excited. This boxing challenge,
Doesn't it help?
oh my goodness. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It helps so much. I actually put on some music this morning
Yeah.
and actually got to it. And the dogs were kind of looking at me, and I'm like, that's right, we're getting it in, but it helps. It helps. So
That's what we
jump
all
on
need to
board,
do.
wives. Jump on board.
Yes.
Get engaged. Yeah.
Amen. Thank you so much. And you guys, you hear what she's saying? She recognized those patterns in herself and she said, okay, I got to do, and she stopped herself. And in the result, you feel better. Right, Jude?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You feel so much better. And also when people actually, make those comments, I'm like, that's right. I did lose some pounds, didn't I?
I
I
love
do look
it.
good, girl. Thank you. So yeah, but you have that confidence, because you've done the work. You've done the work, and you're more aware, and you're more intentional, right, about what you're doing and what you're saying as well. Because as you stated, that self-sabotage, you start to believe that.
You
And
do.
it starts to show up in other areas of your lives, whether it's fitness, whether it's wellness, at work, it starts to show up in other areas of your lives. So speak life.
It's so true. And take up something. Take up walking. Take up the kickboxing. Take up, like, it's so much better than to sit on the couch or the computer or the phone and speak defeat or talk bad about yourself, when you can just get up, do a couple of moves, do day 1 to day 3, kick it out, build up a sweat, and I'm telling you, you can release it in the gym. They say after about a good 60-minute yoga session, you can't remember nothing. All you can remember, everything's gone. You leave it on the mat, you don't remember anything.
I'm not a yoga girl. I really got to get into yoga, but I'm a Zumba girl, and I'm telling you, I bust a move, wives. I love dancing. I love Zumba. I bust a move, and like you said, I leave it all there.
You
I walk
do.
away refreshed, enlightened, and just ready, for whatever else the next
And
moment
has
has.
there ever been a time where you had a bad day and you thought about not going? Oh, we lost June. Or did you guys lose it? June, did you hear me? Has there ever been a day when you do Zoom, like you were going to go to Zumba, but you thought about not going and you were going to give up?
Absolutely. Zumba is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every Monday and Wednesday and Friday, I used to have, like, literally on the way from work. I'm like, I will start making excuses. Well, I really need to go home because the dogs need to go out. You know what? Did I bring my socks today? I didn't bring my socks. Guess what, Wise? You can get down in your tennis shoes without socks at Zumba.
Amen.
Leave the excuses right at home. But I would do that. And then my Zumba instructor, we feed off of each other's energy. And so she'll message me and say, "Are you on the way?" Like, "Are you on the way?" And I'm like, "Oh, I gotta show up now."
It's true.
I have to show up. If I know that she's depending on me, I'm gonna show up. And even if I'm tired and I just don't feel like I have a lot of energy, when I walk into that classroom and the music, it's on, I'm ready. I'm like, let's do it. It's an hour. Let's grind it out because I know that I'm gonna feel better afterwards.
Amen. See, that's what we call accountability partner. And June, you're my accountability partner today. And I love your energy. And right, Denise, call a friend. And Angela, thank you so much. And Dina, you like Zumba too. There's some diehards on here. And yeah, you need those happy hormones, especially for a wife. Especially for a wife when you're always working, right? We don't clock out. Right? No. We're always on duty. Right? So you need to feed yourself. You need to make sure that the tendency not to self-sabotage and that the survival strategy that tells you, go ahead, you okay. You have to change those. Don't depend on your willpower. You develop new plans. That's all we're saying.
That's right.
All right, ladies. I know I kept you late. I got to go finish. I know it's supposed to be Taco Tuesdays, but I'm a day behind. So it's Taco Wednesday. I got to go finish dinner. All right. So thank you guys so much. Stay tuned for next week. We're going to get on. Make sure you do your smoothies. Thank you, June. I love you.
See you later, ladies. Have a wonderful evening. See
Bye,
you, Dr.
ladies.
Payne.
Thank you. Bye.